It's often said that it's better to remain silent and appear to be a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. It's funny, and this could be good advice in some social situations, but it's a great way to tank your business. And yet silence is the default response of countless businesses today. In our world of pandemics, protests, and politics, silence has been the norm. Our biggest fear is saying the wrong thing, so we say nothing, and we wonder why our employees and our customers are going elsewhere. It pains me to watch organizations fail to communicate effectively in an age where communication is easier than ever. Anybody else in here besides me old enough to remember when television stations went off the air? Like, it was a thing. There was a time at night where they played the national anthem and then this screen popped up and there was no more TV for the night. It was radio silence. There was literally nothing else to do. We couldn't get on the internet because Al Gore hadn't invented it yet. So it was time for bed. I don't know when this screen went away. It's just when I got up every morning, the TV was back on. In today's world, as noisy as things are, we forget there used to be a thing called radio silence, because I'm here to tell you there is not radio silence today. We are always communicating with our families, with our customers, with our employees, and you have to be aware of the message you are sending at all times, because this is a thing of the past. Silence cannot be our default. You see, organizations will never rise above their ability to effectively communicate. I spent 20 years as an FBI-trained hostage negotiator and public information officer. I have communicated when lives are on the line, and I'm here to assure you that effective communication is a skill that can be learned. I have shared these principles on hundreds of stages to hundreds of thousands of people, and I want to share them with your organization next. And one of the biggest things I talk about are the effects that stress has on our ability to effectively communicate. One of the biggest problems with stress is it raises the emotion in our brain, which lowers the logic and reason centers of our brain. Those of you that have kids will understand this. Those of you without kids, you'll just have to take our words for it. Because when I was a kid, I thought a timeout was one of the worst punishments in the world. Sat in my room, nothing to do, just waiting for the timeout to expire. As a parent of 2 kids today, I can tell you a timeout has nothing to do with the kids and everything to do with the parents. It's not a punishment. If I don't give my kids a timeout some days, I might kill them, right? They're on my last nerve. And a timeout, getting them out of my face, allows my brain to de-stress and logic and reason come back up. It's a natural process. And after more than one time out, I have walked into my kid's bedroom and apologized for how I handled that stressful situation. When your employees, when your customers come to you and their stress level is high, logic and reason is low, it's a physiological fact. You have to give them time to recalibrate that. Let them vent. Let them air their frustrations, and when that happens, logic and reason come back up. They will feel heard, they will feel like you care, and they'll be more likely to want to come back to work or return to your business.
The tools and the techniques that Scott teaches, they're simple. And it's not, you don't have to reference your notes, you don't have to reference a video. The things that he teaches are simple and sustainable. And they become natural. You know, he's unlocking that natural kind of communication skill set in your frontline leaders and even in your executive leaders, because we all forget those things in our day-to-day jobs. We get so focused that we forget the communication piece, and Scott recenters us and unlocks those tools for us.
The best way for your team to receive this message is hosting an in-person event. But if we have to bring the content virtually, we can do that as well. Contact me today and let's build a foundation to improve your organization's communication. Your team members will feel valued and your customers will be more comfortable doing business with you.